They're spying on the churches, the state reps, this criminal government that isn't elected, this bureaucracy. They're taking over now. But going back to this, folks, it doesn't get any more bona fide than having kids spying on everybody and training to take on vets. It doesn't get any more evil than having preachers secretly prepare their flocks for all of this corruption. And, you know, I'm not going to get into it, but my parents go to a nice Methodist church. I'd probably been there 50 times, my kids more. And the Methodist church then sent the one preacher, that's how it works, to another church. And suddenly it was, cut your carbon. The illegal aliens must be legalized. We're going to raise money for Bill and Melinda Gates. And my kids aren't going back to that church. And you know, and the sad thing is my mom starts, you know, helping with the church, volunteering, doing Sunday school. She has friends there. And my parents don't like it, but they've got to get out of it. You know, you got to get, it's so sick to sit there and to have stuff like this going on. It's at Baptist, it's at Methodist, it's at Catholic. People sent me the Catholic church stuff where they tell them, turn your guns in, they're of the devil. You know, one was a Chicago parish I saw that with. I mean, this is disgusting. There's a separation of church and state. And the churches have been taken over by and large. And folks, if your church is promoting Bill and Melinda Gates eugenics, but telling you it's helping little black children, or they're telling you legalize the illegals, or that guns are evil, or carbon footprint garbage, get out of it. Get out of it. And take people with you. Form real churches. But Pastor, are you saying that you're starting to have success? You're starting to have success is what you're saying, or am I wrong, by just going out like Jesus did? He didn't go get the Pharisees and Sadducees and all of them. He went out to fishermen. He went out to carpenters. He went out to tax collectors. He found his army of people to wake folks up on the streets and in the fields. I mean, are you having some success?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, like I said, I just gave up on these two-faced, money-loving preachers standing before their flocks. Even some of them are my friends, and that is more disappoints me more than anything else. But I started talking to the people. I gave them my email address, told them what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the word out and everything. Well, just a week and a half ago, I had someone get a hold of me that goes to a local church, and lo and behold, the pastor is standing right up there in front of the group on Sunday morning and telling them the Romans 13, just like it was supposed to, we were told to do.
And that's because they get the faith-based money.
Yeah, they got the faith-based money, and matter of fact, not only did they get that, they got a lump sum to even start the church. So these people got a hold of
the feds are starting the churches, not just infiltrating. God bless you, sir. Mail us that information. Write a report. Send it to showtips at InfoWars. Or writers at Infowars.com. We'll get it up, Pastor. God bless you. What a great guy. What a great intel source. And over 50,000 preachers have been recruited by this. Thousands and thousands others have gotten this, and they're too scared to speak up. Oh, I better tell people to turn their guns in. It's for the Lord. I'm in a free country. Your children aren't safe, folks, under this. Here is one newscast saying we're the enemy. The government's training us for martial law. Here it is.
Law ever become a reality in America? Some fear any nuclear, biological, or chemical attack on U.S. territory might trigger just that. And as KSLA News 12's Jeff Farrell discovered, the clergy would help the government with potentially their biggest problem, us.
From my cold, dead hands.
Charlton Heston's famous declaration captures a truly American value, the overarching desire to protect our freedoms. But gun confiscation is exactly what happened during the state of emergency following Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. U.S. troops also arrived, something far easier to do even now thanks to last year's elimination of the 1878 Posse Comitatus Act. That forbid U.S. troops from policing on American soil. If martial law were enacted here at home, like depicted in the movie The Siege, easing public fears and quelling dissent would be critical. And that's exactly what the clergy response team, as it's called, helped accomplish in New Orleans.
Jeff, the primary thing that we say to anybody is let's cooperate and get this thing over with, and then we'll settle the differences once the crisis is over.
Such clergy response teams would walk a tightrope between the needs of the government, versus the wishes of the public.
Oh.
In a lot of cases, these clergy would already be known in the neighborhoods in which they're helping to defuse that situation.
For the clergy, one of the biggest tools that they will have in helping calm the public down or obey the law is the Bible itself, specifically Romans 13.
Because the government is established by the Lord, and that's what we believe in the Christian faith. That's what's stated in the Scripture.
Civil rights advocates believe the amount of public cooperation may depend largely on how long.
That's enough. It goes on. Look, the point is, we are the people in this government. Romans 13 is out of context there as well. And they say, obey the law, be under martial law. The government's not obeying the law, stealing trillions, caught shipping in narcotics. It's a bunch of crooks. They're taking over your kids, they're taking over your society, and they're saying, help the government deal with its biggest threat, us. This isn't our government. It's a foreign corporate takeover. Secret police everywhere. Secret police teachers and preachers and Israeli teams and British teams spying on us. And who are they spying on? People that want to stop the banker bailouts. The people that want to have their private property rights back. We're the people. We're allowed to say we want lower taxes. We don't need to have the Mossad spying on us or Homeland Security for it, you criminal traitors!
No one likes foreclosure. You won't say, think, or even consider foreclosure with ZeroDebtGuarantee.com. Why? Because ZeroDebtGuarantee.com guarantees to stop your foreclosure for at least 2 years with no payments, no bankruptcy, and no negotiating. Thinking loan modification? That still keeps you in default. Zero Debt in 90 days is the only proven system that keeps you in your house for as long as you want to stay, while making it possible to even get clear title to your house. No, we are not investors, bankers, attorneys, or real estate agents. We are a group of people just like you that are sick and tired of the housing crash, and we've helped thousands avoid foreclosure since 1993. Please visit our website today, ZeroDebtGuarantee.com, or call to see how we can help save you tens of thousands of dollars and save your home. Call 800-477-9256, 800-477-9256. That's 800-477-9256, or visit ZeroDebtGuarantee.com. Guaranteed to stop foreclosure.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films.
Buy the case or buy the pallet. Sapaco's Sure Pack MREs are the most well-balanced, great-tasting meals ready to eat available at MyersCustomSupply.com. Sapaco's Sure Pack MREs are great for any situation. Come with or without flameless ration heaters, are easy to transport, and easy to store with a 3 to 5 year shelf life. And you can buy just a case or an entire pallet. Either way, Sapaco's Sure Pack MREs are ready to eat hot or cold. Experience superior customer service from the #1 Sapaco supplier that's been in business since 1997. When you order your Sapaco Sure Pack MREs from MyersCustomSupply.com, get fast free shipping and 5% off your total order by using promo code GCN5 at checkout. Call 1-800-451-6105 or visit MyersCustomSupply.com. That's MEYERS CustomSupply.com or call 800-451-6105. For the lowest prices on the internet, visit MyersCustomSupply.com.
You know, I've got some other key news I've got to hit. I apologize to Dave, John, Jonathan, Wesley. John will write those names down. If you call in tomorrow and we have open phones, you will go to the head of the line. We have 3 huge guests tomorrow. I'm just going to leave it at that. 1 surprise guest at the start of the broadcast. I want to hit some news from NPR that is very revealing. The headline's Revealed and Revered, or Reviled and Revered, TARP expires October 3rd. On the verge of a cataclysmic event. dealing with Neil Kashkari. Remember the front man for the thieving going on? Before I go there, October 14th, I'm going to go live from 11 a.m. until an hour into the show live the next day. Then Watson's taking over. I'm going to do 25 hours. We're also going to air never before seen all these extra video interviews we have that I haven't put in the 2 films I'm working on. We're just going to air them basically unedited. The questions are cut out with Lord Monckton and Paul Craig Roberts and countless others. I think it's 8 different interviews, October 14th. Some are 30 minutes, some are an hour, but I'll end up doing about 18 hours of live broadcasting in those 25, 26 hours we're going to do. And the money bomb is key. We don't have the Rockefeller Foundation or Al Gore or the Carbon Exchange funding us or the UN. We have sponsors and you, the listeners, that buy the books, the videos, and support the sponsors. And we've already got over $42,000 in just with people wanting to give now to the InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com site. And whether it's $10 or $500, it's all going into a special account where 100% of that will be used specifically on the studio and the staff to go to the next level. Where can you find anything more at the tip of the spear, boldly savaging the enemy? I mean, people are just in amazement I'm still alive. Well, it's because if they kill me, it'll make my information even that much more powerful. I don't want that to happen either. But the point is, people are like, could this be for real? This guy's, well, look at the information. Look at what we're doing together. Look at the platform we've built. Look at all we've, of course, it's having a huge effect. You're real, listening. You know you can take action. Spread the word. Start your own radio show, blog, newsletter, call into talk radio, go to the city council, run for school board, get the globalist out of there. Whatever you do, get involved now. And one great way is to donate it to Money Bomb. You can donate now if you want, but that big 24-hour period, we're going to try to raise $500,000, which sounds like a lot. Our operating expense now here is unbelievable. Millions, it's over $2 million a year we've got to raise. And I hate having to spend my time on this, but it's part of being truly independent. And so InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com, links up at InfoWars.com and PrisonPlanet.com if you want to go on the site and support us. But you can also, if you don't have money, you're not doing well, I don't want a dime from you, okay? But if you have some money set aside or you want to, basically tithe to the truth to get the word out, where can you find a better place? More the front line or the tip of the spear than Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And the team's working so hard for this special 25-hour transmission that's coming up. But never before seen interviews, live interviews, your calls. I'm going to be in here, sleepless in Austin, Texas for the 25-hour plus Money Bomb. The final story is reviled and revered, TARP expires. It was an audio interview, but here's the text of NPR with Kashkari, Neil Kashkari, the guy that won't say where the money went. He said they would grill him in public, but then behind the scenes he would, quote, scratch his head. When the hearings were over, Kashkari says their attitudes switched from critical to congenial in a matter of moments. It was all show from the Republicans and Democrats. Often afterwards, when the cameras were off, they would take you into the back room and tell you that they really appreciated how hard it was working on our team and how hard we were working, that they supported us in our programs. That's key. They supported the programs and let us know that if they could be helpful. He says it was a 180-degree change from what they were showing in front of the camera. That obviously surprises me, but evidently I got used to it. So they're kind of rebuilding Kashkari as this hero. But I believe him. This guy doesn't really lie. He just says, I'm not telling you where the trillions went. Ha-ha. That's the way it is. And, of course, you have Kucinich saying, I know you're working hard. The question is who you're working for. I'd like to know from Kashkari who was two-faced with him. But it shows how the leadership of these two parties are controlled by the same people. I'll have to say today was a 99 on the broadcast. I'd say a 95 on my part, 99 on the crew. We'll be back tomorrow live, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We got a bunch of powerful guests coming up right now in the retransmission. Please spread the word about the broadcast if you can't financially support.
Thank you for listening to GCN.
Retransmission starts now. Get the free iPhone app. Get it out to everybody.